What made me want to review A Mermaid's Tale? Well, what made me was a review on IMDb, a user review on IMDb, and it talked about how decent the plot was and how it was a nice family-friendly feature. Well, this is my review. I don't mind it. It's not something I would watch every day. It's a nice, light-hearted, family-friendly, fun feature. In fact, I can actually imagine my friend Angelica watching this movie with her family. She has a 1-year-old boy, and I actually can imagine her and her son watching this movie together as a family fun night. And plus, the movie actually reminded me of her because Angelica is a very lighthearted, kind, upbeat personality. And everyone in this movie was actually very upbeat and happy, just like her. In fact, a lot of the characters in this movie reminded me of her because they were kind, they were happy, and they were a lot of fun to hang out with. Now let's get down to the story. What is A Mermaid's Tale about? Well, you know what? It's nice to see the teenager genre change genres a little bit. Like, after the release of Aquamarine, I thought it was nice to see a change in the genre when it comes to mermaid films. And the change is just two friends, a human girl and a mermaid girl. They become friends, and it also ends a feud between humans and mermaids. To my surprise, I actually bought the chemistry between Jerry O'Connell and Caitlin Carmichael. You can tell when there's good chemistry. The way I can tell is if you feel it. It's a bit of a spiritual feeling, to be honest with you. When you watch movies and you know you're gonna have an okay or good time watching it, you just have like a real spiritual feeling, similar to what Roger Ebert mentioned in one of his last interviews. Now, don't get me wrong, there was some stuff that I didn't like about this movie, and let's just get down to what I didn't like about the film. Don't get me wrong, it's a good family-friendly feature. What I didn't like, though, were the special effects. It was a low budget, and I think it was even... I think it was less than a low budget. I think it was like a small budget of a film. The special effects, the CGI was just odd. It's just that there were scenes when the girl and the mermaid, when they were swimming in the ocean, you could just tell that they took a video shoot of them swimming in a green screen, and they took that footage of them swimming and they put it in like a background that you'd see on laptops or plasma screens like the one I've got. You could just tell that they took a footage and put it in with another footage. It wasn't as convincing. It was almost like the poor effects of Spy Kids 3D, and a little bit like Superman for The Quest for Peace. Another thing that I didn't like was the fact that they made our mermaid character Coral. The way that the type of mermaid they made her was almost like a dolphin or a whale. You know how whales and dolphins can hold their breath underwater for a long period of time and how they have to jump up for air? Well, that's kind of how they made her as a mermaid. I've seen many mermaid films when I was a little kid, and all the mermaid characters, they always breathe underwater. Why change things up a bit? That's all the negativity that I have to say about the movie. But the positives I like about it: the plot. Every film that I have watched, they all have original plots. This one was original from start to finish. The concept of mermaids and humans coexisting at the same time, I haven't seen that since The Little Mermaid or Aquamarine. Do we have Big Bang Theory fans? I'm sure we do, because Jerry O'Connell plays the grown-up version of Sheldon's older brother, Georgie, or George. If you are a fan of Big Bang Theory, you're going to recognize Jerry O'Connell in this one, even without his line. I would have enjoyed the movie a lot more if the special effects were so much better, so I'm going to give the movie, I'll meet it in the middle, 5 out of 10 film cameras. And I say 5 because the acting was really great, and the writing, the script, it was all done well, and the chemistry between the actors was just adorable to watch. And I give it 5 out of 5 because of the special effects. So if you have, and also another thing, that's the other reason, this is more for family movie nights if you were, like, say, between the ages of 13 and 16. So if you watch this by yourself, you're gonna have a bit of an awkward time to yourself. I didn't have an awkward time to myself. This is definitely not a movie that I would watch twice. I'll probably watch it once in a while, and once in a while meaning like once at maybe every maybe 2 months, or maybe if you need a movie to cheer you up if you're in a bad mood, this is your good choice.